Hello, welcome to another Map Business Online video presentation. Today, we're going to talk about conducting a spatial query on records outside of a map object. I've already imported a data set called the Redis data here. I've color-coded it using this button right here. I imported using that button right there. So I've imported and color-coded a data set on the map. There's, in the data window view, there are 665 records on the map. I'm going to place an object right here using that little button right there. So if I click that button, I put the address here, 100 Main Street, New Rochelle, New York, roughly in the middle of my data. And when I select that button or I put that point on the map, I get a little mini toolbar down here. And I'm going to create a circle on the map using that button on the left. I'm going to add that to the map. So now I have a 150-mile radius circle on the map, and I can query all of the records within the circle. What we're trying to reach is all those points outside of the circle, but we have to kind of go at it from within. So we're going to query the records that are imported. We're going to call that within, if I can spell it right, within 150. Clever name. A marketing list pops up. This is a marketing list. It's a subset of our original list. It's got the original list has 665 records and the subset list has 136 records. We could even just look at those records if we wanted to by clicking filter data on the map. And we can export those records out if we want to use it outside the application. But the next thing we're going to do is create another list, sort of a redundant list. And I'm going to go out to a USA-wide level. And I'm going to use my old polygon tool to quickly just grab everything I can for that list. So we'll call that whole list. Create that list. Pops up the data window. Looks like I missed 2 points somewhere, but I got most of them. So we'll call that good. And now I no longer need that polygon on the map. I could get rid of it if I wanted to. I could also just, if I want to just get rid of the fill, I can uncheck the fill. I could leave the line there, and I could even make the line more visible. Just showing you a couple more options here. All right. So now we go to the data window. We've got two data sets. A whole list that we can now work with, and a list of 150 records that we want to subtract from that whole list. So in the data window, we're going to select the within 150 list. And we are going to create a new marketing list. So I click that button. All locations in the data visible in the data window, which is 136 of them, are going to be used to remove from the whole list. So it's like a subtraction operation. Now when we go back to the whole list, you'll see that the number has been reduced from 663 down to 527, and those are now the data records that exist outside of that circle. Pretty cool, huh? You can export those lists out. So what we essentially did was we identified a subset marketing list within the circle. We then identified an overall list of all the records on the map. And then we subtracted those in the circle from those outside, the whole list. And I would recommend actually once you get this list, you might want to rename it, which you can do here. So we can just go in, manage marketing lists, change the whole list to partial list. Call it whatever you want, outside 150. So that's how you can query records outside of a map object, a circle, a polygon, a drive time, and export that data outside for use outside the application. Go to mapbusinessonline.com, take our free trial. Thanks very much.